According to Brian Windhorst, LeBron is chasing a 9-figure contract this offseason, something like 3 years at $60 million per or something like that. He's 39 years old. So would you give him that?
60 per. I mean, it feels like a ton of money to commit to a guy where at 39 years old, which is what is supposed to happen, things look much more difficult. Like LeBron was a dude for, it felt like 15 years of his career never got hurt. And as of late, he's dealt with some ailments. It's a guy that when it looks like he's trying to get into that top gear that he can still get into. It's a little bit harder for him to get there. He's got a governor on. He picks his moments where he's vintage LeBron versus, trying to make sure he can survive the season. And I've got this thing about dudes that are like LeBron, the type of athlete that he is. When it goes downhill, it goes quick. And the 60 million number would scare me a little bit. I understand the star and the legend that he is, the greatest basketball player in my opinion. But you got to think about the organization's longevity here when it comes to dealing out a contract like that.
What I will say for LeBron and what makes him special and maybe unique in this is the way he plays the game. Like, he ages well because he's a passer. He's a creator. He can play the 1 through the 5. He's good on the boards. And yes, he's been dealing with some injuries. I'd still say he's been one of the healthiest stars of all time.
Sure.
In the NBA, I almost have to pivot and think about the way the players are treated in the NBA differently than the NFL. It's a player-run league. And LA has a lot going for them. It's a beautiful market. The weather's great. It's where you want it. You love to be rich in LA. So as an organization, I think you have to show that you treat stars well, because there were some dark years in there when they couldn't get a star. People were declining going there. Treat LeBron well. I think that has ripple effects throughout the league.
But setting aside his talent and what he does on the floor, I think the value he brings, not only from a marketing standpoint, the way he's able to fill arenas, people want to come and see him play. Also the leadership, the way he is able to carry a team, what he brings to a locker room. I think he adds more value in that aspect than any other player in a league, because guys, they want to play with a guy like LeBron James.
I agree with that. I think there's a lot of valid thought process to giving a contract like this to LeBron James. But if you're supposed to be doing due diligence on behalf of the organization, you just have to ask the question of what if something happens and now the production's not what we're used to seeing.
I like what you're saying, though, because there's a lot of stars where this doesn't apply, where it's like, hey, you're going to pay $60 million and things can fall off the rails. But as long as LeBron's healthy, which is part of this equation, if he's in town, people are buying tickets. If he's on TV, people are tuning in regardless. We're looking at one of the all-time greats, in my opinion, the all-time great basketball player.
Yeah, so these are things that they have to consider. Yeah, because he is the GOAT. He's your guy, LeBron James here. All right.
Jake's guy, too.
Yeah.
Reporting here from Chicago.
You are,
LeBron is the GOAT.
an Ohio guy.